You are live. All right, everybody. Hey, how's it going? It's Marcel, and I am doing my very first live stream. I hope that you guys are all okay out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the live stream. Let's see here if I can see what's going on. Hey, all right, we got some comments in here. I don't have any fancy intros or anything like that. It's just little old me, and Nancy is here co-piloting. So hope you guys are doing really well. Obviously, it's Saturday night at 7 o'clock, and normally I think most people would be watching Collection Wars right about now, but Gabe being at the San Francisco Con, he is otherwise occupied, so no Collection Wars show tonight. So I thought this might be a good opportunity to, well, we thought this might be a good opportunity to stretch our legs a little bit and see if we could do our own live stream. So that's exactly what we're doing. Hey, let me see here if I can do this. Hey, Scott. And we got Sunny Jim. Hey, always love a good reveal. Yeah, me too, Sunny. We got Rogue 5 Cantina looking badass, collecting with cool in the house. Thank you very much for coming around. We got Russell. Where's Russell at? My man, Russell. Great googly moogly. This is awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming and sharing this live stream with us. Let me see here. We got Wintered. I bought one of your Emperor prints. Huge fan. Thank you very much. Wintered, really appreciate it. As you can see by the thumbnail that I've created, this print is an excellent companion to that Emperor print. I don't know what else to say except we'll get on with the show, and I'm so used to like being on other people's shows that this is kind of a weird thing, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about myself. I just wanted to mention a couple of things before we got started. Number one, I wanted to say a big thanks to Eben the Collector. Eben, this morning, he was our go-to guy for how to set up StreamYard. So thank you very much, Eben. I also had a chance to check in with Gabe. He's also the tech guru in the Star Wars community, so he helped us out a little bit. A bunch of people, Lee and a bunch of others, helping us out with pushing our signal and sharing our stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you very much to those people who helped make this happen. I was in a panic all day. Last night, Nancy and I went and saw Depeche Mode. So we were up super late, slept in real late, and was kind of unprepared for all of the details with starting up a live stream like this. Yeah, Scott, he was a huge help. Anyway, just wanted to let's get started with all this. I think that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to thank all those people. I also wanted to mention that I hope you guys have been on Instagram today. Nilda and Gabe have been sharing, and a whole bunch of other people have been sharing some really great pictures at the San Francisco Con. So they've got great shots with Mark Hamill and just every actor that's there. There's too many for me to think of right now. My brain is kind of racing. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully you've been on Instagram to catch all of those images. So let's get started. Thank you very much for coming to our first launch. This is for FORCE-009. It's our print for the Emperor's Royal Guard, as you can see behind me and on the thumbnail on the screen. So a bit of background on this piece. This was one of the earlier pieces that I ever created. My first few pieces were in black and white, and this was the second piece after, it might have even been the first, actually, I can't remember. It was either right after or right before Darth Maul. So this piece here was the first time I ever sort of leapt into utilizing a colored ink. And it was a very exciting piece for me to do at the time, and it's a really exciting piece for me to share with you guys tonight. Hey, Brian, hope you're doing well, Mr. Peloton. And hey, Ken, thanks for coming around. Appreciate it. Much love from Canada, Nancy and I. So yeah, this is an older piece that I did, and so we have the original with the white background and one that's been modified for the black background. But before we get into that, I just wanted to mention a couple of things to you guys. The C3PO launch was really successful, and thank you so much to everyone that has checked that out and included that in their collection. We're starting to get some images rolling in of folks that have taken the time to include it in their collection and make it a permanent part of their gallery. So thank you very much for all the support regarding the C3PO print. Thank you very much. We also have been seeing more of our collector's editions going out the door in all those different sizes. So, hey, greetings, Luke. Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have been checking out Luke's videos. The guy's super entertaining. When I met him like so long ago, it was very cordial and very friendly, and he's always been a really great guy. And his videos recently are just getting more and more entertaining. So definitely follow Luke and check out his stuff. So yeah, we're seeing more and more of our collector's editions prints go out the door. Once the signature series sell out, the collector's editions 30 by 40s and 16 by 20s are usually still available until they're gone. I just wanted to include this little image of Nancy with armor blending. We're utilizing our own inks, and we've done a whole new, we've created an entire new process for the Armor project. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of guys. Gabe, Star Wars Replicas, he did a bunch of photos for us to see what it was that we wanted to do with the Armor helmet. And of course, Lee also provided us with some really great images. So between those two guys, we found an image that was really spectacular. So I was really excited to call up Emily Swallow, of course, the Armor, and we talked for quite some time about all of those wonderful images. And we chose one, and here's Nancy getting to work mixing the inks for that. So I'll give you another update on that in a short little while. Anybody that's following me on Instagram probably saw that I finally got the EFX piece in-house. So that will be here in the studio for me to work on while I'm working on the piece. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so here we go. As you guys may know, where is the costumes book? Oh, I don't have it around. Is it over there? Can you pass me that?
Yep.
So here is some early concept design work. These, I have some images taken from, where do I do this? From the costumes book. So there's actually not a lot to, nothing really extraordinary to mention to you about the development of this costume. There's just a few pages here in the costumes book, and let me see here. I always forget the gentleman's name who designed it. It's Rotis Hanaro, I think is his name. Hey, there's Johnny. Hey, thanks for joining us, Johnny. Johnny's up here in the house. And let me just make sure I got that right. Yeah, Rotis Hanaro. So these are some of his early designs. So yeah, if you haven't had a chance to grab this book, you definitely should. There's many copies on eBay available for a pretty good price. So this is Rotis Hanaro's early design work. As you can see, it's pretty Emperor Guards-ish. And once we get through this, you can see there's a couple of different iterations. So here you can see it's kind of like the final masked appearance. And here's a different, sorry for the blurry image, a kind of a sort of different iteration on the mask. But the main idea was to have a pretty stark red figure to complement the background of the emperor. So Hanaro, so here actually this is an image from the book. This is one of the individuals who was responsible for dyeing the cloaks and the costumes. And they said that they had to go to like Berkeley University to get that large enough to manage all of the cloth of the cloak of the Red Guard. So here you can see what Hanaro's had in mind. So behind the emperor, you have the Red Guard, of course. Next to him, you have Vader, all in black. You can see there the officers in black. The stormtroopers, scout troopers, white and black. In the background, very gray, lots of grays and whites. So the whole scene is pretty monochrome. So what Hanaros was after wasn't a character so much as a character design. And his character design was supposed to really pop. And the purpose of this is just to create a strong impression. I forget exactly what it was that he said in the book, but it was about telling you about the emperor without telling you about the guards. That you have these starkly contrasting, vividly colorful, very imposing characters surrounding him, and this leaves your mind open to imagination as to who they are and what they do. But there's absolutely no question that they look super badass, to coin a popular phrase from our friend Mike. The structure and design of the helmet was intentionally narrow and very long, or tall, so that the viewer, when we were watching Return of the Jedi, we might have imagined that instead of a normally shaped human head, there might have been something quite different. And so that's basically it as far as what's available to me in the costumes book. I looked around and couldn't really find very much more information, as this is basically straight from the horse's mouth, Hanaros' design and the purpose of the design. So what we did was we had this really fantastic image, and of course we had to include it with our signature series. So about 2 years ago, I contacted Quentin Pierre, and I had asked him if he would be down with doing a signature series with us. And he said, of course, yeah, he 100% would be into that. So time went by, and now here we are today, and things had changed a little bit. So it's a little bit of behind the scenes. When I first met him or spoke with him about participating in the signature series, he was, he's like, yeah, just ship me the plaques. But recently he'd had a manager who was a go-between. And so the idea is now that you don't send anything directly to Quentin, you send stuff to his manager. And the reason why you would send stuff to his manager is because you would be doing a private signing. So we're pretty excited about this because this is our first private signing, and yeah, so that's pretty darn cool. So we contacted Ariel Martinez. As everybody knows, Ariel is the go-to guy in the Star Wars community for awesome plaques, and he's fired those out to us. And he also sent some out to our good friend Lee. Lee organized his own batch of plaques for some of his friends, associates, and acquaintances who would have also liked to have Quentin Pierre's signature in as part of their collection. And without Lee, we wouldn't have been able to do this because there was a minimum number of plaques that were required. And so much love to everyone in the community, including Lee, for helping us out there. So once we had achieved the number that the manager requested of us, he approved it. So that was really fantastic. Otherwise, we would have had to wait, God knows how long, for when Quentin appeared at a con somewhere where we would have either been able to go ourselves or ask someone to help us out. And we don't mind asking, for help. It's a wonderful, really generous community that we're all part of. So that's worked out really well for us in the past. Nilda from Sithcast, she's helped us. Oh, there's so many people. I can't even think to remember how many people have helped us with plaques. So this image here you're seeing is Quentin Pierre performing his role as the Emperor's Red Guard, Royal Guard in Return of the Jedi. Here he is also, sorry for the crappy image, it's pretty small. Here he is as a Bespin guard, and he has also appeared in the trilogy as a stormtrooper as well. So
Boba Fett on screen.
Oh, sorry?
He has also been on-screen Boba Fett.
Oh, so he's also been a stand-in for Boba Fett as well. So yeah, he's kind of dipped his fingers and toes everywhere around the OT. So we're really grateful to be able to work with him, and present. Let me check this here. Hey, Marcel, pleasure to unofficially meet you. Heard a lot of good things about you. They're all lies. But thank you so much, Sergio, for coming. We're so happy to have you here for this really special occasion of our first live stream. Thank you so much. Let me see here.
Sergio, now I get the hair reference.
And now I get the hair reference. Yeah, I'm the guy who's so constantly touching my hair. It's a never-ending story. And every time I touch my hair, you're supposed to have a drink. So I hope you have like a stack, a pillar of alcohol. May I have the socials for the plaque person? Oh, for Ariel? Yeah, of course. Yeah, if somebody could type in the everybody knows this guy. Someone in the chat, if they can hook Sunny up with Ariel Martinez's data, contact information. Yeah, Sunny, it's no big deal. Everybody knows Ariel, and I wanted to mention, I guess, I don't know, you got to share love, right? Ariel's a super awesome guy, just incredible human being, absolutely professional. So yeah, Sunny, if you get plaques made by Ariel, you are going to love them. So anyway, back to Quentin. So he decided to work with us. His manager's working with us. So we are shipping the plaques out on Monday. So it's a limited edition. The signature series is a limited edition number of plaques. Here is what it's going to look like. I didn't get Quentin's permission to share the plaques previous to the release of the print, or previous to this event, and I'm very sensitive and want to be respectful. Everybody has different interests and priorities, and some people, they don't mind having their signature shared, and other people do. So I didn't want to make any presumptions about Quentin's feelings on this. So this is the plaque that will come with it. Obviously, it will be signed by Quentin himself. So we're shipping these out to the UK. That's where Quentin is. And Mr. Pierre will, his manager will include photographs of the event for all of our benefit. So here is the dark version of the artwork. The light version here is behind me. This is the full 30 inches by 40 inches original artwork. Let's see. Johnny asks, Marcel, will you ever do Marvel or DC pieces in the future? Johnny, I don't know. I'm not sure. There's nowhere that I won't go, but if I was going to do a Marvel or DC character, I would probably be Marvel first, because I'm sort of a Marvel guy. I was raised mostly with Marvel comics, but I did collect a few DC titles. Bernie Wrightson's Swamp Thing, I was a huge fan of that. Bob Layton's Teen Titans. I'm sure there's a slew of other DC titles that I read. When John Byrne moved from Marvel to DC, he did Legends and Superman and Wonder Woman, so I collected all of those. Yeah, I would love to do some Marvel and DC stuff. I can't tell you when I will, because I want to finish with the Star Wars OT helmets first. But yeah, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I'm a big DC fan. Really, how I bought my comics was based on the artist, sometimes on the writer. I didn't really buy a lot of indie comics. I was mostly a Marvel and DC guy. If anybody here is a Marvel or DC fan, you know, type in your favorite heroes, and I'd like to just hear who you guys enjoyed. Let me get. So Michael, the 16 by 20s do not come with the signature plaque. The signature series is a very limited edition series, and that goes with the full-sized versions of our artwork. So here is the work I did with Alan. He's our photographer, to give you guys the dark version, which is very, very popular. And I wanted to point out at the bottom right-hand side, you can see there is the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi logo. This piece is what I wanted to get this out at the end of the year, before the end of the year, to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which means that most of us are, it's a reminder of our age. Karen, big fan. It's stunning and so interesting to hear all the details. Gotta run. Much love. Karen, thanks for popping in. Let me see here. Al. Hey, there's Al. So Al Bundy here, where is he? There he is. He's our photographer, and he is our master printer.
Yeah, the black looks particularly nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he's an amazing guy. If anybody here is interested,
Sarah, don't forget Sarah.
Yeah, and his daughter Sarah, who works at his studio. Just a little side note, guys, if you ever get into like a business on your own, there is no such thing as on your own. You need really great people to work with. Of course, you all know I work with Nancy, who is absolutely spectacular, and the brains of the operation. No. And Alan is our master printer and photographer. And I mean, look at this piece. It's just the work that he did on this is just spectacular. I love driving to Vancouver to go into the studio and working with him and his daughter, who is equally amazing. So why am I mentioning all this? Because I love Alan, and that if you guys ever are doing business with other people, just don't settle for someone that doesn't really understand what it is that you want to do. Don't be afraid to move on and find the people that you love to work with as much as you would love to hang out with a good friend, because that's what working with Alan is like. And of course, that's what working with so many people in the community is like. And that's what working with Nancy is like. Scott, thank you so much for the comment. I agree. The black background is pretty dope. Russell says, we love Nancy. Yeah, I got her first, so lucky me. So this is the black version, and here is the white version. They both will have the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi logo on the print. And that will be, sorry?
And the collectors will too.
Yeah, and so that will appear, the 40th anniversary, the whole print is a 40th anniversary celebration for the piece. So that's going to appear on the signature series, on the collector's editions, the 30 by 40 and 16 by 20s. So here you would see this is what your piece would look like if it were framed. This is just a mock-up for you guys to check it out. And here is, of course, the black piece. Personally, I happen to think that this would be a great complement to our Emperor piece. But I'm biased. I know many people have this helmet in their collection. I've seen it in hundreds of galleries from all different kinds of makers. So this would be a nice complement to life-size bust or something smaller from one of the many awesome companies that provides these kinds of products. Yeah. Oh, we'll go there a little bit next. So that's it for our FORCE-009 presentation. Basically, what can I say is I'm super excited to present this to you guys. This is one of my favorite pieces. The reason why is because it is a huge transition of my own artwork from the black and white pieces that I started out with. So the Vader, the Red 5 helmet, the Tusken Raider, the Mandalorian. And there were some others that I created, but we'll never see the light of day because they were just yeah, they just didn't quite work out. They were the early drafts. Let me see. Scott, where's Scott's thing here? Yeah, that's true, Russell. It has to go with the Emperor. And Scott, if you own the Emperor, you would need 2 of these, one for either side. This is, as Emily Swallow likes to say, this is the way. Scott, bonus points, brother. Yes, Sarah. Sarah has the eyes of a hawk. The mock-up shows his signature. Yes, Sarah, it does. You know, just don't look too closely, please. Anyway, yeah, this is a really important piece to me because it is representative of a huge transition in my development as an artist.
Was it the first one you did in red?
It might have been the first one in red.
Before Maul, yeah.
I think I did this one first because I was working up to Maul. And the challenge with this piece was combining the black and red inks. I didn't know how well they were going to work together. But it turned out that they really worked out quite well. So I'm very, very happy with the way this turned out. And I'm undergoing now another huge transition with the Armorer piece. All new inks, new paper, new tools, new everything. So I really want to thank you to everybody for all of your support as you know, it allows me to grow as an artist and contribute to the community and offer you what I hope are new and interesting visual experiences. And this is something that, you know, I'm really proud to be doing with Mr. Pierre as part of the signature series. It just really kind of elevates the whole piece. A lot of people enjoy having something that's directly tied to the original trilogy, and that's what Mr. Pierre does for our piece and for the signature series, is he brings the original trilogy to this piece. So, you know, what can I say? I mean, it's like living the dream. So thank you very much. Lee has asked, are they now live? Oh, that's a good question.
Yes, they should be live on our website even as we speak. I'll go ahead and put a link in the descriptions or in the comments. Yeah.
All right. So thanks, Lee. Yeah, they are live now. Sorry for all my humming and hawing. Michael, thank you so much. Really appreciate this, sir. The support is great, and I'm looking forward to getting these out to you just as soon as we can. Oh my goodness! What is yoroshiku onegaishimasu?
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, my Japanese is slipping with each passing year. Much love to everyone in Japan. All right, so that's it for our FORCE-009 Quentin Pierre signature series. It is limited to 18. It's a limited edition, so if you're interested in grabbing one, I would suggest that you do so now. We've already sold a couple of them, have been claimed. So do yourself a favor and grab one before they're gone. We will have the 16 by 20s and the collector's edition 30 by 40s as well.
I don't know if I don't.
So that's it for
hyperlink. I'm gonna have to. That didn't hyperlink. I'm gonna.
Oh, Nancy's trying to put in a link for you guys. Let me hide that. Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to hide all of these. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Okay, so there is one more thing that I would. What is it live? Or?
It is live, but I gotta fix the link.
Oh, it's live. Nancy's got to fix the link.
It's all good.
Hey, gang, late to join, but gorgeous pieces as always, brother. Thank you, Trent. Definitely check out at Best Pink Guy on Instagram. Insanely great gallery. All kinds of really, really interesting things to check out. Okay, so just before we go, I wanted to introduce one more thing to everybody here. And once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. I know everybody's time is really precious, and it means a lot to me that you would take a moment out of your life and spend it with me and share it with me. So thank you so much. That means a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. I won't keep you very much longer, but I would like to introduce just one more product that we have available for you guys. This is, let me see, I don't have the right image. Okay, so about 2 months ago, I released an ad on Instagram. It was just an image that looked something like this. It was a close-up on the eyes of a few of the images that we have done in the past. This is the RMQ Concept Vader, and of course, Return of the Jedi Emperor, Palpatine, and Darth Maul. This isn't exactly the ad, not exactly what it looked like, but it's very, very similar. And as soon as that ad was released, and the ad was just for our prints, right? It was like, oh, you know, check this out. This looks pretty cool. Check out our prints, that sort of thing. And I'm trying to be a responsible businessman by actually advertising. But much to my surprise, a bunch of people sent comments and emails saying, hey, man, those are pretty sick. Why don't you make prints of them? I would definitely buy one. So this is what we've done. We sat down with Alan, of course, our super awesome master printer and photographer, and worked this out. So what we've done is created what we call the Icon Collection. Sorry, I've got them in the wrong order here. So this is the third variant of the collection. Icon number 2 is our Emperor Palpatine, and icon number 1 is our RMQ concept Vader. So this is basically what you would be looking at. This is kind of an ideal piece for a gallery that has some irregular spaces in it that you're not 100% sure what to put in there. These pieces are before matting and before framing. These pieces are 6 inches high and 36 inches wide. So we're kind of going for this very dramatic, cinematic letterbox kind of concept here with these prints. They are priced a little bit differently. I don't have them. You can check out our website. I don't have that on hand here, but basically this is kind of a way in to collecting fine art prints. They're of course less expensive than our 16 by 20s, and our 16 by 20s are of course less expensive than our 30 by 40s. So I'm really excited about this icon collection. What's kind of funny about it is right here, I was at Depeche Mode last night, and Alan contacted me, and
we were both talking about it.
We were like listening to People Are People or Strange Love or something, and Alan's like, oh, how am I gonna, let me help me with this mock-up. So I'm sitting there on my phone during a Depeche Mode show, and Alan was kind of messing up with this.
He was sending us these frame ones.
Yeah, he was mocking up the frame versions for us. So thank you very much, Alan. Thank you very much, Depeche Mode, for a great show. And thank you very much, Modern Technology, for helping us put all this together. So, oh, that's a different picture. So yeah, this is our new icon collection. These are the first 3 that we're rolling out. So Darth Maul, Emperor Palpatine, and these are what they might appear like in your collection, or a collection of somebody that you would like to kind of, give a gentle push into the collecting scene. Oh, I don't have the Darth Maul framed one here. Whoopsie. Anyway, you get the idea, I think.
It's on the website.
It's on our website.
What? What was that?
What's that?
You had a Japan picture.
Oh, yeah. So I kind of wanted to close the show. Again, thank you.
One more thing about the icon series. Oh, yeah. One of the reasons we also want to do the icon series is because, let me get in the frame here, is because we had the ones with Quentin are not going to be ready for Christmas, and we wanted to be able to have at least something ready for Christmas, and so that the icon series slots in pretty nicely there.
Yeah, so those will be, we can ship those out pretty quickly
if we get orders by Monday.
Yeah, it depends on when the order comes and how much time it takes to ship stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, basically the main thing for the icon series was they wouldn't have been made if not for all of the comments and the various emails I received from people in the community. So it was their idea, and I just thought, okay, well, they should be called icon. Yeah. So Russell, smarty pants. So yeah, that's why I chose the name.
No, you didn't get it until like 3 seconds later.
So I chose icon, ICON, and then like 3 seconds later, it was like, oh yeah, icon, because they of course feature the eyes. Yeah, so brilliant as usual, Russell. Yes, thank you, Lee. So the icon edition is an open edition, so it's not a limited edition item, and it will be available for forever and ever, for as many people as would like one. I wanted to mention, of course, that by the pictures, they don't look like they're 6 by 36. Here, let me highlight that. They actually, yeah, it might not appear that way, but we have spent hours in the studio making sure that they are definitely 6 by 36. So don't worry, Comic Galaxy. The numbers definitely are are correct.
We'll probably have an inch around the edge of the, because they're all black backgrounds. So we'll probably have an inch around the edge for them to play with.
Yeah. So that's right. So that's I should mention that. Thanks again. Thank you so much, Luke. Much love from Canada, sir. Comic Galaxy. Yeah, there is some white space around the edge of the print for handling, of course, and for, yeah, mainly for handling. And there's just room to play with there. So that might also be why they, to your eye, they might not look 6 by 36, but that is in fact how they will come. Let me see here. Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin, glad to see you here. All right, I wanted to mention one more thing. It's kind of exciting. This, let me see here. This print, if we're waiting to hear from Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, we should be hearing from them like within the next 5 days. They said that we will, people that go for a table will hear before December. So much thanks to David Boudreau. I think he was one of the main dudes who encouraged us to go to San Diego Comic-Con. And who's the other guy? He does the huge, his name is escaping me right now. He does the massive Lord of the Rings paintings. He does the huge Star Wars paintings. I can't. Can somebody in the chat help me out here? He's always at SDCC. He's got a huge, massive setup. Immensely popular painter, and I can't freaking. Lee, help me out here.
Jerry Vanderstelt.
Yeah, Vanderstelt.
Yeah.
What's his first name again?
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. Jerry was huge in saying, dude, you just got to go to SDCC and see what happens. So we've, yeah, that's it, Johnny. Thank you. Jerry Vanderstelt. So Jerry Vanderstelt was like, dude, you got to go. And so I actually tried to get a table beside his space, but there's no, you don't get to choose where your table goes. So anyway, we're waiting to see about whether we're going to SDCC or not, and that should happen in the next couple of days. And this, an image like this or something like it, will be available in as a poster. And Nancy's kind of insisting that we make it
T-shirt
into a T-shirt. So we'll update you. We'll update you on that. Okay, here comes Nance.
Yeah, so T-shirts are not necessarily kind of the aesthetic, but I think if we get to SDCC, we should have T-shirts.
Yeah, so T-shirts are fun, and so we're gonna do something like this as a T-shirt, and definitely Alan, our photographer, has already gone behind our backs and organized how to turn it into a poster. So we'll do some kind of fancy little cool MRC SDCC poster, something based on this idea. So I want to thank the Star Wars community, everyone that gave us such a positive response to this. It was their idea, and they presented it to me as something that they would like to see. So I thought, all right, let's go ahead and do that and see how it goes. So that's what we're doing. I'm not sure. Trent. Awesome, sir. That's a good idea. I would do that if I were you. Oh, I think I showed your Emperor image earlier, Trent. Let's see here.
No, he just got a icon.
Russell, SDCC is amazing. It will blow your mind. Yeah, I've never been. So Nancy's folks are in Encinitas in San Diego. So we're going to use their place as sort of a base of operations and bring everything up to the SDCC from there. So in case anybody cares, we have like a 2 foot by 8 foot table, and you have like 3 or 4 feet behind you. And they actually can't even promise if you have your own electricity or not. Super weird. I'm like, what's going on with California? No electricity at a Comic-Con. Anyway, we're going to work it out. I kind of hope that we get to go. I'll let you guys know. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to end on kind of a different note. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. What's this here? Sorry, I was going by the first pic you showed with the 3 images together. Okay, comic. No worries.
Yeah, those are three. Those are three.
Yeah, these are 3 stacked, sir, or ma'am, Mr. Comic. But yeah, no worries. Always happy to engage and chat and get things sorted. So once again, we're at 45 minutes. I just wanted to end on close out the show, our very first live stream. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you all so much for spending your valuable time with Nancy and I. And I just can't articulate, put into words how grateful I am that you would choose to spend your time with us. So thank you so much. So I just wanted to end on kind of a different note. It's not really Star Wars related, and it was kind of inspired by a random Facebook memory that I received. So let me see if I can find that Facebook memory for you guys. It's sort of a cheesy picture, but you know, everybody needs a little bit of cheesy pictures in their life. So this is an old photo of me. I'm standing there on the right. Here I am. And these are some of my students that I used to work with. This is right when I got back from Japan. I worked with international students. So this little guy here, I remember all these people really, really well. He's from Russia. This dude is from Sweden. He farted a lot. This guy's from Saudi Arabia. This guy is from Venezuela. A lot of these guys are from, this gentleman's from Japan, Venezuela, all over the place. Just lots and lots and lots of different places. And I was really honored to be able to work with these folks. But most of them were there kind of grinding it out, learning English. And hey, have a good night. Thanks so much, Eben. Couldn't have done this without you, sir. Guys, Eben's just has got the patience of a saint dealing with me, freaking out, trying to figure out what am I supposed to do. And I sent him a bunch of texts, and then finally he's like, "Let me hop on your StreamYard and I'll set you up." And it took a long time. Like he really invested a lot of time to help us make this work. Thank you so much, Eben. Really, really appreciate it. So these guys were just these students of mine. They were becoming doctors, lawyers, professionals. And I just wanted, on the last day of school, I sort of set aside a moment with them where I wanted them to I wanted to try to get to them quickly and to think about what they were doing in just maybe a different kind of way, in a way that might give them an opportunity to think about their future or their lives and what they were doing in a different way. So on the last day of school, you know, it's the last day of school. Nobody really wants to do anything. So we just kind of hung out, and I would ask them, you know, what would happen if your grandparents had never met? And of course, the result is that their parents would never have met. And if their parents would never have met, they wouldn't be here. And what I was trying to emphasize or to present to them in a gentle way was to say, or to suggest to them that, you know, if you're here in this class and you're taking instruction from a teacher that you don't know, following instructions from your parents to do things that maybe you're not sure about, I wanted to remind them that they were at an age where it was they're in their late teens, most of them in their early 20s, where it was a pivotal period in their life about what it was that they were going to do. And I said, well, if it's true that if your grandparents never met, that your parents never would have happened, and that you would never have happened, then it's true that every single thing in life that happened from the very beginning of time or existence as we could conceive of it happened for the single purpose of their ability to be here right now to do what it is that they were doing. And so I was trying to open their minds to the idea that life didn't it's not that life was random or meaningless, and that their life wasn't random, or that they shouldn't feel sort of adrift, but that in fact every single thing from the Big Bang, or the beginning of the dawn of time, every single tiny moment and chain in the existence of reality occurred so that they could be here right now, and that they had the ability to choose in this moment how they would like to spend it. And I would ask them, you know, not to waste that opportunity by following instructions of parents or guardians to do things that they didn't want to do. And that this was a wonderful, amazing opportunity to do precisely what it was that you wanted in the very, very short period of time that we have. And that everything that ever happened in life as we know it happened so that we could have that opportunity. And it gave the students an opportunity to reflect on, you know, what it was that they wanted to do and how it was that they wanted to do it. And in that moment, they had some excitement about their lives and their futures and the decisions that they wanted to make. And they felt really empowered that, you know, it was worth it. Like Jim Carrey says, you know, you could fail at doing the thing that you hate. So why not do take a risk at doing the thing that you love? And so I just wanted to leave that with you guys. You've all provided me with the opportunity to do what it is that I love, and I'm always ever grateful for it. So here we are at the end of the video. Thank you so much. We're just shy of an hour. And what can I say? We're so happy to be working with Mr. Pierre, Quentin Pierre, on our new signature series. It's the FORCE-009, so we've done 9 in the series. There are 18 plaques that we will have signed. I know some of them are already gone. So I hope that if you love, you know, this whole thing as much as I do, and you feel like this is something that you would like to keep in your gallery, it's a little piece of the OT and a little piece of me, I would be very honored to have a place alongside all of the other amazing items that you all have in your collection. There's a signature series. If you're not into that, there's the collector's edition, both 30 by 40, and there's the 16 by 20. They are all right here. You can, what is this? There we go. There's our little Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. So we just wanted to get this out for the end of the year to celebrate this Return of the Jedi event. And of course, we have our icon collection as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you so much for joining us on our first ever live stream. And just thank you so much for being a friend. I hear from everybody throughout the week in my DMs, and I get to watch all of everybody's shows and see all the wonderful photographs at all the different cons. Today's photographs have been really exceptional. And it's just a great feeling. Nilda met Emily. She shared her photo with me, and she said, "Oh yeah, I told Emily, you know, that I knew you." And Emily was really excited.
Name drop.
You know, and it's just nice to be in a community where everybody is, you know, together, and we are enjoying ourselves, and you know, we're doing it all together. So thank you so much. I guess that's a wrap for now. Thanks to everybody that showed up. And I don't know what else to say except thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy your prints. And thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you, Lee, for helping out with so much. Thank you, Eben, for helping out with so much. Thank you, Gabe, for helping out. And if I've overlooked anyone,
supporters.
Thank you, of course, Alan. And thank you to Sarah, Alan's daughter, who helps run his business. Much love to everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all out there in the Star Wars community. Bye for now. Mwah.
Bye, everybody.
That's me.